This bridge is a vital link for these two communities and the region. You all know it carries Route 9 and 125 across the Androscoggin River. This new structure here that we're standing on today cost $6 billion, but it is a much more modern design with newer construction materials, and I can tell you this thing will stand for a long time. It has improved sight distance, wider lanes with shoulders, sidewalk for pedestrians. It will allow the tractor trailers to move across the bridge without having to get into the other lane. For $2 million, we were also able to fix a major problem, and that is with Route 9 on the Durham side, on the upriver side. During the design and when we were out here, we noticed that the road was starting to fail. And so we were able to stabilize that piece of road, and so that was very important to what we did when we were building this. So we're in, we're out.
In 1818 or somewhere there around, an agreement was made to put the first bridge at this location. Floods, probably like the ones we saw back here in 1987, washed that bridge out. Over the course of the century, history repeated itself a few times, and somewhere in the 1890s, they built the bridge that precedes this one here. It lasted about 40 years. Then in 1936, they started construction on this bridge that's familiar to all of us. In 1937, Mr. Walter Parker, alongside with his brother Herbert, they rushed down here in their Ford Model A to be the first ones to cross. And this bridge has served as an important link for our communities ever since.
Another thing with Mr. Parker, I have been friends with Walter ever since I was that high. I can remember when he had the cobbler shop on Main Street and he did work at his house after that. I really am impressed with the way this bridge has come out and with the workmanship and everything that goes with it. And I want to recognize, after this, I want to recognize one thing with Walter Parker. I did not know he was the first one to cross the bridge until Kevin Sear, an employee, Bill Stevens, came and asked me if I could do something. I went to see Representative Prass and Mr. Mason again, and their staff got the ball rolling, so that's how that happened. So, and I'm very, very grateful for that, because Walter is such a wonderful person. He is so nice, so honest. You will never meet a better person than Walter Parker.
2 years after the 1936 flood in 1938, this great green bridge over here, which we're retiring today, was completed. But during the 2-year span, 2-year time between the washout and that completion of that bridge, there were several temporary wooden structures right about where we are now here. One of these was even washed out during the period while that bridge was being constructed. And there was also a swinging walking bridge that collapsed soon after several pedestrians from Durham crossed over. Yeah, no fatalities though. Now that brings us to this spanking new bridge. As you can see, it had some distinguished predecessors, and if we can speculate from the lifespans of these 3 older bridges, some 60 years for the first one, 70 years for the second, 80 years for the green one, this new bridge should be with us for another 100 years or so, well beyond our lifespans.
I truly want to thank the contractor Wyman and Simpson and all their subcontractors, because I got to tell you, job well done. This is done. When that one gets taken down, it'll be 1 year earlier than what was proposed from a schedule standpoint. So they moved very quickly. I also got to take time to just thank DOT staff. They worked hard to put this project together from a project management standpoint, get it through all the regulatory things that we have to do, and they did it, and they did it in a very timely manner. So I want to thank my DOT staff for everything. 1, 2, 3, cut. Whoops. There we go, that's okay. It works.